There has to be a lot of honesty and cleanliness in your hearts, for only then will you claim a high status. You have a lot of cleanliness in your intellect, just as there is cleanliness of souls of Lakshmi and Narayan. That was how they claimed a high status. For some, it is understood that their attitude is full towards someone's name and form, and that they do not remain soul conscious. Because of this, their status is also reduced. From king to beggars, if that status is number wise. You should also understand why this happens. You definitely become number wise and your decrease continue to decrease. Those who were 16 Celsius degrees will become 14 degrees. Your decrease gradually decrease in this way. It is good even if you have 14 degrees. Then when you go on the path of sin, you become vicious. Your lifespans become short and you then continue to become Rajo and Tamoguni. As it decreases, you continue to become old. While taking body, soul continue to become old. You children have all of this knowledge in you. How you come down from being 16 Celsius degrees and how you then become human beings. There are no directions from the deities. Once you receive the Father's direction, there is no need to receive direction for 21 births. These directions of God last you for 21 births. And then, when it is the kingdom of Ravan, you receive the directions of Ravan. They even saw the deities going on the path of sin. It is not like that for those other religions. When the deities go on the path of sin, those four other religions come down. The father explains, children, you now have to return home. This world is old. It is in my part in the drama. You understand that I have to make the old world new again. People of the world don't know anything at all. You explain so much, but nevertheless, some show very good interest, whereas others continue to give you their own opinion. When there were Lakshmi and Narayan, there were purity, peace, and happiness. There were everything. Purity in the main thing. People don't know that the deities in the golden age were pure. They say that even the deities had children, but no one knows how creation takes place. They are with the power of yoga. They say if you remain pure for your whole life, you would how would you have children, etc.? You have to explain to them. By becoming pure at this time, you remain pure for 21 births. This means that we were establishing the viceless world by following Sriman. Sriman is the from the Father. It is remembered that it didn't take God long to change human beings to deities. Now all of you are human beings who will then become deities. You are now establishing the deity government by following Srimad. Purity is the most important things in this. It is souls that have to become pure. It is souls that have stones intellect. Tell them this is very clearly. The Father himself established the golden age, deity government, which was called paradise. It was the Father who sent human beings into deities. Human beings were impure. So, how were they made pure from impure? He told you children, constantly remember me alone, and you will become pure. Anyone you tell this to will be touched by the eternally. Now, how will you become pure from impure? You definitely have to remember the Father. Break your intellects away from anyone else and connect your them yoga into one alone. Because only then will you be able to become deities from human beings. This is how you should explain to others. Whatever you have explained was absolutely accurate according to the drama. You understand this, but nevertheless, you continue to receive points every day in order to explain to others. The main thing is how we can become pure from impure. The Father says, renounce all bodily religions and constantly remember me alone. Only you children know this most auspicious confluent age. You, you have now become Brahmins, the children of Prajapita Brahma. The Father is teaching us how could we become deities without first becoming Brahmins. This Brahma to take the full 84 births, and he then also has to take the number 1 birth. The Father comes and enters him. The main thing is to consider yourself to be souls and remember the one Father. By becoming body conscious, you become attached somewhere or other. Not everyone can become soul conscious. Each of you has to check yourself fully. Do I become body conscious? Do I perform sinful acts? Is my behavior unlawful? Many do make this mistake, and so they will definitely incur a lot of punishment at the end. Although you haven't reached your karmadit stage, or sorrow is removed from those who reach their karmadit stage, they will become liberated from punishment. Just think about it. Kings are created number wise, surely some make less effort due to which they have to experience punishment. It is souls that experience punishment in the jail of bomb. When a soul is in a womb, he says, "Let me out. I will not perform sinful acts again." It is the soul that experiences punishment. It is the soul that acts performs sinful acts. This body of no one use. The main thing is you have to consider yourself to be souls so that you can understand that it truly souls that do everything. All of you souls now have to go back home. It is only now that you receive this knowledge, you will not receive this knowledge again. Someone who is soul conscious will see everyone as a brother. There is no question of the body. Once you have become soul conscious, you won't have any attachment to bodies. This is why the Father says this is very elevated stage. When a brother and sister become wrapped in another, a lot of disservice takes place. May you be soul conscious. It is that requires effort. There are subjects in study. You can also understand I will fail in this. Because of failing, you then also become slack in the other subjects. Your souls are now becoming like golden vessels with the power of your intellect yoga. If there is in yoga, you won't have that much knowledge and either. You won't have that strength. There will be no power of yoga. This is the predestinate in the have the drama. Baba explained to you children how much you should increase your stage. You have to check, am I this soul? Do anything unlawful throughout the day. If you have any such habit, you should instantly let it go. However, Maya still makes you make mistake on the second or third day after that. Such subtle things continue to all time. All of this knowledge is incognito. What do human beings know? You tell them we doing everything ourselves and cover our own expenses. How would we do anything with other paying expenses? This is why Baba always says it is better to die than ask for anything. Whatever you receive easily is like milk, and whatever you have to ask for is like water. If you receive something by asking for it, they give you that out completion. As though they have to sacrifice something in order to give it you, and that they becomes like water. If you pull something to you, that is like blood. Some cause of lots of distress, indicate doubt, so they become like blood. There is no need to incur any debt. If you donate something and then take it back, there is the example of King Harichandra who did that. In bracket, he kept remembering in things of that he had donated. Don't do that. Keep your share aside so that it can be useful to you. Your children have to make so much effort that at the end you only have remembrance of the Father and you also remember to spin the discuss of self-realization. Only then you should leave your body. Only then will you be able to become king, who the ruler of the globe. It isn't that you will be able to remember Baba at the end and that stage will become such at the end. No. You now have to make effort until the end and make that stage very strong. It should not be that at the end your attitude is full to something else. By remembering Baba, your sins will continue to be cut away. You children know that the aspect of purity requires effort. You don't have make such much effort to study. Your children have to pay attention very well to this. This is why Baba says, ask yourself every day, did I perform any unlawful acts? Am I trapped in anyone's name and form? Do I go crazy on seeing someone? Do I do I do anything unlawful with my physical organs? You should have no love at for all and old impure body. That too is body conscious. You have to remain free from any attraction. You have true love for only the one and have love for everyone else without being attracted. Although you have children, etc., there should not be any attraction to anyone. You know that whatever you see, it will all be destroyed. So all your love has to be removed from that. Your love should only be from the one, and you have to remain free from being attracted to everyone names and form. Acha, to the sweetest, loved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father Baptada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. We are the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. 1. Make your attitude very clean and pure. Do not perform any wrong or unlawful acts. Remain very cautious. Do not allow your intellect to attach itself anywhere. First, make your attitude very clean and pure. Do not perform any wrong or unlawful acts. Remain very cautious. Do not allow your intellect to attach itself anywhere. Second, have true love for the one Father. Have love for everyone just in their name and remain free from being attracted. Create such a stage of soul consciousness that you have no attachment even to your body. Second, have true love for the one Father. Have love for everyone just in name and remain free from being attracted. Create such a stage of soul conscious that you have no attach even to your body. Blessing. May you become a fortunate soul with a sanskar of self-sovereignty and attain a right to a future kingdom. The sanskar of ruling yourself over long a period of time will give you a right to a future kingdom for a long period of time. If you are repeatedly influenced and do not have the sanskar of having a right, you will then stay in the kingdom of those who simply rule over themselves and not attain the future of fortune kingdom. So look at the image of your fortune in the mirror of knowledge. By practicing this over a long period of time, you can make your special cooperative workers become your companions in your kingdoms and work under to your control. Become the king and you will then be said to be fortunate soul. Slogan. In order to do the service of giving zakat, let your attitude of unlimited disinterest image. Slogan. In order to do the service of giving zakat, let your attitude of unlimited disinterest image. Om Shanti.
महिमा तुम्हारी युग में बाबा महिमा तुम्हारी